What if I told you that a city, considered the greatest fortress of the medieval world, had stood for over 1,000 years, with walls so strong they were called impregnable, yet it fell in just weeks? This city was Constantinople, the crown jewel of the Byzantine Empire, the crossroads of Europe and Asia, and its fall in 1453 changed the course of history forever. Why did this seemingly invincible city finally fall? How did the young Ottoman Sultan Mehmed II bring down what many had thought could never be conquered? And what did this event mean for the world, then and now? Constantinople was founded in 330 AD by Roman Emperor Constantine the Great on the site of ancient Byzantium. It quickly became the capital of the Eastern Roman, or Byzantine Empire, thriving for more than a millennium. Strategically located on the Bosphorus Strait, the city controlled the vital trade routes between the Black Sea and the Mediterranean. This location made it not only wealthy, but also a cultural and religious beacon, home to monuments like the magnificent Hagia Sophia. The city's defenses were legendary. The massive Theodosian walls, spanning nearly 20 kilometers, had repelled countless attacks over centuries from Persians, Arabs, Slavs, and others. Natural barriers like the sea on three sides and the deep Golden Horn harbor made assault nearly impossible. For generations, Constantinople was called the Queen of Cities, and many believed it could never fall. But by the 15th century, the Byzantine Empire was a shadow of its former self. Once sprawling across the eastern Mediterranean, its territory had shrunk to Constantinople and a few outposts. Around it rose the powerful Ottoman Empire, rapidly expanding under ambitious and skilled leaders. In 1451, the 19-year-old Mehmed II became Sultan of the Ottoman Empire. His goal was clear: capture Constantinople and secure Ottoman dominance over the region. To do this, he prepared one of the largest and most technologically advanced sieges of the time. The Ottoman army numbered between 80,000 and 100,000 men, vastly outnumbering the city's defenders, who were around 7,000, including soldiers, local militias, and a few foreign volunteers. The defenders were led by Emperor Constantine XI Palaiologos, the last Byzantine emperor, who vowed to defend the city to his death. Mehmed II's forces brought revolutionary siege weapons. Among them was the massive basilica cannon, a huge cannon capable of firing stone balls weighing over 600 pounds. It was so large and heavy that it had to be transported in pieces and reassembled near the city. This was one of the first major uses of gunpowder artillery in a siege, and its impact was devastating. For 53 days, the Ottomans bombarded the city relentlessly. They targeted the walls with cannon fire and sent waves of infantry soldiers to assault the defenses. The defenders worked tirelessly, repairing breaches and fighting back with arrows, Greek fire, and melee weapons. One of Mehmed's smartest tactics was to bypass Constantinople's strongest naval defenses. The Golden Horn harbor was protected by a massive chain across its entrance, preventing Ottoman ships from entering. To solve this, the Ottomans dragged dozens of ships overland on greased logs, moving them around the city walls into the harbor. This surprise move allowed them to attack from a new angle and block aid and supplies to the city. Despite the fierce resistance, the defenders faced dwindling supplies and growing exhaustion. Many were wounded or killed, and morale began to falter. On the night of May 29, 1453, the Ottomans launched their final, massive assault. After intense fighting, Ottoman troops broke through a weakened section of the walls. Emperor Constantine XI is said to have died in the battle, refusing to flee. The city fell to the Ottomans, marking the definitive end of the Byzantine Empire. The consequences of Constantinople's fall were immense. The city was renamed Istanbul and became the Ottoman Empire's new capital, symbolizing its rise as a dominant power bridging Europe and Asia. The conquest shifted trade routes, leading European powers to seek new paths to Asia, sparking the age of exploration. It also changed the balance of power between Christian Europe and the Muslim Ottoman Empire, impacting geopolitics for centuries. Culturally, the fall of Constantinople marked the end of the medieval world and the dawn of a new era defined by gunpowder warfare, empire building, and global exploration. Today, the story of Constantinople's fall remains one of the most dramatic and pivotal moments in world history, a clash of empires, technology, faith, and ambition that shaped the modern world. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and let us know in the comments what story to cover next.